Hi, it's Christopher, and today we're going to be making one of the dips that we sell in the store. This is from Carmie's Kitchen down in Wylie, Texas, and we're going to be making the Manyana Mexican Dip. And we're actually going to, it's really a simple dip to follow the instructions, but then we're going to actually kick it up and do it as a combination to another dip that I'm going to do. So the recipe calls for a half cup of real mayonnaise and 1.5 cups of sour cream, which is mixed in with the seasoning. So I've got my measuring cup, and I went ahead and put in the half cup of mayonnaise because I'm going to be able to squeeze in the sour cream and layer it on top. So right now, to get good mixture, I'm going to open the bag up and dump it in on top of the mayonnaise. There's no real rhyme or reason to how you want to add the ingredients. I just tend to like kind of capturing in between versus trying to get it all to work from the top down. So there we go. And in there we've got some really great mix of seasonings, and then we're going to take our sour cream. I'm using a light sour cream, always trying to cut down on what we're doing, and we're going to squeeze in that 1.5 cup. Let's see how we did on that. Started at the half. Need to add a little bit more. Okay. And now we take our little whisk and we just start making it up. And the whisk gets through there and trying to. You'll see that it's starting to change color a little bit because of the ground pepper in it, so it becomes a little bit more orangey. And then I'm going to just work that off the side walls and make sure that we got okay. That is the Mexican Manyana dip. But see, what they call for in the back is you can let this set up for a few hours so that the flavors all infuse, or you can actually use this as your sour cream level in making a great 7-layer dip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use this as part of making the 7-layer dip. So step one of that, it's also, that recipe's not on the back of it, but basically I'm going to just kind of walk you through what I do for my 7-layer dip. Start with a can of refried beans, and I have this one as, I did this as no fat added because I got lots of other things that are going to add to the fat. And there it is. And I just take the spatula and I work it down. You see, I'm just going to basically make it its own layer across the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just talk you through the rest of the ingredients as I'm working this, and that way, through the magic of photography, we're going to speed this process up and we'll have that dip in no time at all. This is the bottom layer, and then the next layer is going to be guacamole. And we have a container that's about 1 pound of guacamole. And so we're gonna make that the second layer. Then the third layer is going to be a cup of salsa. And so we have that all ready to go. And I'm gonna show it to you on camera as we layer them in. I just may not have to speak to it. And then the next one's gonna be our Mexican Manyana Mexican Dip. And that's gonna go on the next layer. Then we put in cheese. It's going to be, I think it's 1 3/4 cups of shredded cheese, and I'm going to do a cheddar and Colby Jack cheese. And then we do lettuce and black olive, and that is our 7 layers. Then I'll do a little bit of cilantro across the top, which basically we have planted at the store, so I plucked some last night to be ready today for it. So there is level 1. Now just watch as we quickly put together the rest of our levels. This is a sweet onion kind of a mild salsa. And use really mostly mild ingredients because if you really want to kick it up, then it's up to you to kind of add a little bit of chili powder towards the end. So we're now up to our Mexican Manyana Dip as the sour cream level. I'm just kind of slowly work it so that I'm not actually mixing my levels too much. It's kind of like working icing. Next is going to be cheese. And again, you can kind of do this, you can adjust any of the ingredients that you want to be more or less to taste. Because again, it's just going to be about the mixture of all of this wonderfulness. Some lettuce. And then drained, we just take the black olives and we garnish with them. And I've seen it where they've actually done the lettuce with the cut up tomatoes. I think with the salsa, you really kind of got it covered. So I didn't do that for mine. So as the last bit, the last step, we're going to take some of that fresh cilantro that I was talking about, and we're going to just chop it up ever so small and just garnish the top of our dish. It's so great to have fresh herbs at the store, which allows us to kind of do kind of spontaneous and share with the kitchen so that they can kind of add some fresh herbs into things. And it looks yummy. Can't wait to dig in. So that's our recipe. Great thing to share during the holidays. You can make it up. You know, easily 6 people can all kind of make an evening of munching on that. So enjoy, and thanks.